Well, as you all know, for the last 10 years, I've taken this, it's not even a job, a calling very seriously. And Riverside residents deserve strong checks and balances. They also expect their mayor to be involved in protecting their best interest. So by the authority vested in me by the charter, I veto item number 5 on this agenda. Per the charter, I will release a written veto message to my colleagues on the City Council within 20 days. Meeting adjourned.
Excuse me.
I'd like an opinion of the city attorney on this.
The meeting's adjourned. I don't know.
Point of order. It's not over.
There's no meeting anymore. City attorney.
It's not over. I said point of order.
We have a point of order.
We're not under parliamentary procedure here.
The meeting's not over.
The meeting's
City
adjourned.
Council can vote to not end the meeting.
Okay. Well, I mean, what would you like to express? You can express yourself now.
I'd like an opinion from the city attorney.
We don't have a meeting anymore. The meeting's adjourned. So
we still have a meeting, Mr. Mayor.
You can put this on a future meeting, and I would be
Mr.
glad
Mayor,
to explain it to you.
Point of order.
This is not parliamentary procedure.
You can't just
the meeting
shut
is
down
adjourned.
the council. You don't rule over us, sir.
Let me read the charter. At any time before the adjournment of a meeting, the mayor may, by public declaration spread upon the minutes of the meeting, veto any formal action taken by vote of the City Council, including any ordinance or resolution, except an emergency ordinance, the annual budget, or an ordinance proposed by initiative petition. Thereupon, pending the veto to override the veto as herein provided, such ordinance, resolution, or action shall be deemed neither approved nor adopted. The mayor shall, no more than 20 days following the veto, provide to council members, which I've committed to doing, in writing, reasons for the mayor's veto. If the mayor fails to provide a written veto message within the time allotted, the original action of the council shall stand. At any regular or adjourned meeting held not less than 30 days, nor more than 60 days after veto, the City Council shall reconsider such ordinance, resolution, or action and vote on the question of overriding the veto. 5 affirmative votes shall be required for its adoption or approval. The mayor shall have no right to veto the veto override of any ordinance, resolution, or action. Furthermore, there is precedence established by both Mayor Brown and Mayor Frizzell for vetoing actions, including contracts. So I will give you copies of that if you would like those, and I will be glad to talk to you about my reasons, and I will give you a written statement within 20 days.
That's not what I'm asking
Mayor,
for, Mr. Mayor.
I don't think that this is a very good move. I think you're going to throw the city into greater chaos. You know the vote has been successful 5-2. I think it's very unfair for you to state your position and then slam the hammer and want to close the meeting.
That's what
there has been a
the charter
request,
allows me to do.
I understand, but
and
there
I
has
gave
been
you
a
reasons
request
prior
that we hear from our city attorney regarding your statement.
Right. We're not asking to vote to change any vote. We're asking for a clarification
City
as
attorney.
we move forward.
Thank you. Actually, with all due respect to the mayor, there is no authority under the charter for a veto for a charter officer contract. Section 600 and 700 states that the charter officers serve at the pleasure of the City Council. Number 2, the mayor's veto in Section 413, ordinances and resolutions limit that authority to legislative matters. Number 3, Section 802 states that appointment authority for the boards and commissions, quote, serve at the pleasure of the mayor and the City Council. In the charter, the mayor in this section indicates that the mayor was intentionally left out of 600 and 700. It is the opinion, as the sole legal representative advising the City Council, that the mayor does not have the authority to issue a veto on a charter officer's contract. It is the sole province of City Council for hiring and firing and whether to grant or not to grant a contract to a charter officer. That is the opinion of your legal representative, your only legal representative here, and that is the city attorney. That is my opinion, and that is what I'm advising this council. I would say that the mayor's recourse is to take a writ on this matter and to go up to Superior Court and challenge this matter if that's what he deems necessary. As Councilmember Melendra stated, the vote was 5-2. And I would indicate that the contract signed by myself and by Mr. Russo be forwarded to the pro tem for his signature and the city clerk for her attestation. And that is the only thing that is required to make this contract a legal and binding contract, with the exception that the mayor still has the remedy to go to a superior court and ask for relief.
So I disagree with the city attorney's opinion, and I have an opinion from another outside law firm to the contrary.
Mr. Mayor, it is, with all due respect.
Well, yours is an opinion. No. I get to ask the question of you now. Is this an opinion of yours? Okay. So the city council gets to decide what to do with this opinion at another meeting.
Let the city.
I am the city attorney for this body.
Yes.
This is not a city attorney by committee. This is not open for negotiation. This is not open for interpretation by this body. By a court, certainly you will have that opportunity.
Oh.
This body, I am the city attorney. This is my ruling. This is what I am saying this charter says. I have also sought the opinion of Michael Colantuno, who has issued an opinion. Each and every one of the council members has received this opinion and the grounds that it is based upon. The city clerk has also received this opinion. This is the one that you will obviously have a chance. If you wish to go to court and challenge this, you can challenge this. But this is not the forum to challenge this, since you do
Agreed.
not have
I'm not
authority.
challenging it.
You do not.
They're challenging the veto.
You do not have the authority to interpose a veto.
Well, I
do not
disagree
have
with that opinion, and so I would like the minutes to reflect my veto.
I believe that if you want to continue this, Mayor, you are going to throw this council and this city into further chaos. If that's what you want to do, I think the city attorney has clearly defined how you can follow through with that. For us, I think it's a bad political move for you. I don't think it may be one that you feel strongly about. I think we all feel strongly about items that we do not have go in our favor. But you are not helping the city by moving it in this direction. Believe me, Mayor, it's not a good political move for you, and it's going to stump our progress. I mean, if that's okay with you, it's not okay with me. But I don't think this is a good political move for you.
Well, thank you for your opinion.
Mayor, I would urge you not to do this.
Thank you for your opinion.
I also would urge you not to do this. I think you need to put the city before personal.
This is not personal.
I think it's very personal.
This is
it's very
a power
transparent.
and authority that the charter gives the mayor that hasn't been used in 25 years. Do you think I'm using this lightly? No, it's by thought, okay, and by principle and by integrity. And I am called to do this by my duty. Okay, so
may I ask a question of the mayor?
Sure.
Who is this opinion from?
The opinion is from myself and Rutan and Tucker, a law firm that it was hired by myself.
Well, actually, that's problematic then, Mayor, because the city of Riverside retains Rutan and Tucker in its defense of matters. And if you retained Rutan and Tucker to solicit an opinion that is contrary to the opinion of the city attorney, that puts them in conflict.
That's on them.
Let me finish.
That's not my domain.
First
That's
of all,
the legal domain.
Well, actually, no, that is your domain, Mayor, because you are familiar with all of the quarterly reports that state all of the retentions of the outside counsel, which states that Rutan and Tucker is under retention by the city council.
I don't believe there's a conflict here. It doesn't have to be a conflict.
Excuse me, please let me finish. The city council has hired Rutan and Tucker to defend them, and you asked for
On what?
An opinion.
On what?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not.
Well, they will
Mayor.
argue that.
Okay. Well, they have already been put on notice that their activity.
I understand that.
Okay, good. As long as we're clear.
Is the meeting over?
Hush.
I already adjourned it.
Well, we talked a little longer. Let's have to stop. Didn't make any difference.